Today I'm making jelly roll rug strips for a jelly roll rug, which like this one behind me. It will also be for coasters, wristlets, alongside scrunchies. It will be a pink one this time. I have a blue one in my hair. And I will also be embroidering the rug as well. So these are the fabrics we did last week. So I've got the floral print for the outside, and I've got the inner pink for the inside, which will be embroidered on. I'm Cathy from the Pastel Needle. I do embroidery and sewing. So today, like I said, we're going to be getting on with doing the strips for the rug and hopefully some accessories to go with as well if there's time. If you want to see the preparation for this rug as well, what I've done previously, check this video out above us. I think it's going to be this side, maybe this side. And we will crack on today with making the strips and fingers crossed maybe a scrunchie or two as well. So come and join me as we get ready to make. So in terms of making strips, you've got your wadding, but with this particular wadding, I do actually have it set up on one of my, what would you call it? Like a crafting table with wheels, little crafting table with wheels over there. I got it from Hobbycraft, and I actually roll it up onto, this was a stabilizer tube from my embroidery, a spare one, and I wrap it up on here because it's easier to actually, for it to unroll off and put through onto the fabric as well. So yeah, just thought I'd let you see this is what I do. Some people use other methods, but I wrap it up on here. I just do it manual wrap and then yeah, get it ready to go. So I've just got it on here. Like I say, I'm going to use these pieces of wadding to go on my machine, and I'll just put it next to my table. Ignore everything else on top, it needs organising, but we're going to crack on with doing this. So before we're making strips, I need to attach these all together. So we're going to do that first. And we do them diagonally. Check this video out when I've done it before. But for now, we're just going to get on with making these fabric strip connections. So we're going to do all the pink at 45-degree angle and then all the floral at 45-degree angle. And because there's no right or wrong side to this fabric, I can just put this on. The floral fabric will be right sides facing. So we're just going to get on with doing this. So I've got my last piece of fabric to sew to my other piece of fabric because I've now got one really big long strip of fabric, and then we can make it into the actual strips to then go to be turned into a rug. So let's get this one on. So I'm just going to cut these little triangles off just here. So I'm just going to cut them. There's a line or so, I just need to cut this bit off. I'll probably leave about 1 centimetre on to make it be able to press down the seams, and then we can make the strips. So I'm just going to cut them off. I just use my, I can't remember what you call these ones. They're the ones that are like little triangles. So I'm just going to cut them off. I just use this one because it's my big one. I think these are used quite often, I think, by sewers, but I can't quite remember the name of them, which is very annoying. I've just got to cut each one of these off. So a rug is quite labour intensive, so you do need to sell them at a good price, because otherwise you're just selling them for nothing. And I think some people don't realise that they take as long as they do and the amount of processes that go into them. So that's why I want to do all my other items as well, because not everyone is going to want to pay so much for a rug. So anyway, this is just me nattering on. As I say, I am just going to cut all these triangles out. So as I finish cutting these up, I just want to mention I'm now going to be doing a newsletter. It's going to be 10% off your first order. For when my first collection launches. It's called the Pastel Post. So I will be doing a newsletter every month, and you'll be able to get some sewing ideas or embroidery tips in terms of being able to get a free newsletter. So if you join today, like I say, you'll be able to get a 10% off voucher when I launch my first collection. It'd be like a code. And yeah, so hopefully you'll join the Pastel Post and you'll be able to stay on top of all that goes on at the Pastel Needle. My strips in, it's like a laundry bag. It's a really nice little sunflower laundry bag. And I just keep them all in there to keep them all in one place. Some people wind them up so they can see what the fabric looks like, but I don't need to do that right now. So we're going to get all the fabric in here and we're going to turn it now into strips. Once I should have done that as I was cutting, but I didn't actually pay enough attention. So where are we at? Where are we at? Where's the end? Lost the end. I actually had the end before. There it is. So we'll put all this in the bag, keep it all organised just in there, and then we're going to then get the fabric, and then we need the clover. Well, I use the clover connector to turn it into tubes, and that's in a link in my Amazon affiliates below if you'd like to purchase one if you want to have a go at doing these rugs. So first of all, I want to make sure that I am going to use a bit of my Elmer glue, which is also in my link below. It's like purple glue and it dries clear, so it's really good. And you just basically don't have to faff around with trying to keep it aligned because it's already aligned with glued on. So I'm going to keep it on right at the top. Fold it now if you want. It's up to you how you want to do it. Sometimes I fold it now, sometimes I fold it on the next set. There's different ways of folding. I'm just going to fold mine like I usually would. Push it through the big section. There we go. So we've got our fold, and then I need to just make sure I've got all this. I want my settings to be to the right side of the machine, tension about 4. I want the stitch length to be 4. I don't need any width, it's just going to be as it is. And I want to put my dog feeds to 2. So yeah, I've just folded my top of my strip up. I just need to make sure it's level, which actually it's not, which is really annoying. So make sure the fabric's all level. And then, like I say, I do my beginning of the strip to the right side of my foot. So I think it looks nicer and it keeps more in. And then I'm just going to set off the first few stitches. And I'm just going to push my cotton the other way. So we've started that bit off. Sometimes you have to go a bit further in. And then press my fabric down, keep this where I need it to be. This is just a guide, so basically, I'll show you. That's just a guide, keeps it nice and straight, so all the rug strips should be the same size, approximately. And there you go. And away we go, making the whole strips. This is probably one of the, apart from the rug itself, this is definitely one of the longest bits. It takes a while. And because this is, even though it's this heavy duty machine, there are other quilting machines that can handle this slightly differently. But as you can see, I've got my fabric, for my fabric being in one side, I've got my curved over wadding in the other side, and I'm basically joining them together to basically make the strip. So I'm just going to crack on making the strip. So guys, I've got a little confession to make. I've got my tube line right here, but I had to start it again because I sewed it upside down. So now I actually have a spare piece to do a coaster. Somehow, because the end, you can see the wadding. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Might unpick it a little bit and then fold it and sew it. So yeah, just a little note, things do not always go perfect and a lot of highlights are shown on social media, but I'm just showing you mistakes happen because in terms of the rug, I've done when I did the triangles, you need to make sure they're inside the actual strip, and I sewed it outside of the strip. Nobody wants to see cut out bits of fabric that shouldn't be there on a rug. So basically sewing it inside out. So now I started again and off we go again. Let's crack on. So guys, I'm on the last tiny bit of the rug and I've just got my label to put in. So I'm gonna fold that over in a second. Let's get the last few bits done. Slide my label in. Over that towards the end. Came off then, it slid a tiny bit. Not ideal towards the very end of the rug, mind, but this happens sometimes. So just put that, turn it again. So the ends a bit, well, not ideal, but make it look a bit nicer in a bit. But there we go. There's the label, and these are all the strips for the next rug that we're going to hopefully sew soon enough. So we've got a lot of bold pink strips and we've got a lot of the floral strips, and like I say, we've also got the tag that you've just seen getting attacked by strips. So we're going to turn this into the rug. So I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to be moving on to making some scrunchies, and then I think next time I'm in my studio I will be getting on with doing the rug. So yes, let's crack on with making a couple of pink scrunchies. So far guys, we have the blue scrunchie, the blue pastel scrunchie. We have the orange scrunchies. And now we're going to have the pink scrunchies as well. So I'm just going to put these back and then we're going to cut out some pink ones. So guys, I currently make one size scrunchie. It's an 18 by 50, sorry, an 80 by 15 in terms of the dimensions. So I just need my rotary cutter, where I don't know where I put it. There it is. And my ruler. I've got elastic next, which I cut 40 centimetres out. That allows me to have 20 centimetres each side, and 10 centimetres of that 20 centimetres is for pulling, because you need to obviously stretch it to get it done. So let's go and get this sewn. So guys, today we've been able to make the strips for the jelly roll rug. It looks really nice. I can't wait to embroider on this like hot, bold pink colour. And we've also made a scrunchie. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm looking forward to the next video where we're going to turn this into a rug. And then after that, we'll decide what we're embroidering on it. I did decide with the blue rug over there that I'm going to keep it with just polka dots because I think embroidery would be too much. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of making the strips and making a scrunchie. So join me at the next video where we turn this into a rug and hopefully make more scrunchies, wristlets, coasters, and even a headband. So take care, guys. I've been Cathy at the Pastel Needle, and I will see you next week. Bye.